Hello YouTube, my name is Manuel Mines, and today is a special video because my friend decided to build a computer and he bought all the parts. And it took him a while, but now he has his case. So here is his case. It's a case. It looks like a case to me. This is a graphics card. It's a 3070. Yes, a 3070. You know, the thing that just came out like 2 days ago? It's here. And there's a what? There's a nice CPU. Not as nice as mine, but you know. NVMe, 2.4 gigabytes, really good per second. 1 terabyte. Look at this RAM, like white RAM. Nice. It's 16 gigabytes. We have. Whoa, this is heavy. Why is it so heavy? It's a power supply. I don't know why it's heavy, but it is. And the motherboard, yeah, it's a B550 for AMD. Ryzen 7 3700X. So yeah, we're going to be starting to do this, set it up. We're going to have a camera up there, no camera, yeah, for time lapse. Yeah, see you, and here's the montage, I guess, I don't know.
Hey everyone, voiceover Manuel here. I will be narrating this part of the video because I'm not that great at operating a camera while helping my friends to assemble a computer and talking at the same time for a YouTube video. First, what we did is we started installing the CPU by lifting the CPU lever, then taking our CPU, matching up the corners, and placing down the CPU. My friend was able to do most of those steps. I just slightly reseated the CPU just to make sure that it popped into the sockets correctly. After installing the CPU, we decided to first of all go for the heatsink, but then we were like, let's put the SSD in first. So we took off the brackets of the M.2. It has a slightly interesting screw, as you can see here. It looks like a bean with a screw on it. Then my friend tried to install the SSD, however he was going at a really big angle until I told him, bro, keep it at 45 degrees or lower. He wasn't sure how far he needs to push in, so again I assisted him. And then what happened next was my mistake. I didn't see the extra hole for the M.2 SSD. I told him to just put on the SSD shield. However, his mother noticed that there was actually a screw to be put in. Luckily, we stopped and we thought about it, and we realized that there actually was a screw that we were missing. We then secured the M.2 NVMe SSD in place, and then we proceeded to install the SSD shield. Next came the cooler. This was slightly challenging. Even when I was installing this cooler, I found it slightly difficult to install it. It's a little bit finicky, and even when you do install it, as we did, my friend was actually able to install it in a very short time. But when he had to push down on the lever, I helped him because he wasn't able to and he was scared to break his motherboard. Coming up next is our RAM. Each of these sticks are 8 gigabytes, there are 2 of them, and they are running at 3600 MHz. This was also slightly a problematic part of the build. My motherboard is similar and I don't like this type of RAM slot because only one of the pins actually move on these RAM slots. And that forces you to have to wiggle the RAM quite a bit in order to get it in. But eventually, after showing my friend how to do it, he was still not able to do it. I had to do it because honestly, I was scared myself that I was breaking it. 7 minutes later, and our heatsink had a plugged in RGB cable, a plugged in power cable, and also it was all cable managed. Now is the time we put in our motherboard into our case, and here is this beautiful case. If you have watched Linus Tech Tips recently, you may have also seen this case from NZXT on Linus Tech Tips. Of course, we didn't forget the I/O shield. What do you think we are? Amateurs? Well, certainly I'm not an amateur. Then we aligned the motherboard with the I/O shield. I wasn't sure what screw went where, so I had to do the unspeakable.
now...
Here you can see a montage of us failing to screwing in screws.
Where is it? I literally said careful.
Didn't see anything.
What? Did we just lose a pin?
Pin? No,
Oh,
screw
pin.
yes.
Screw.
We're gonna quickly just make sure that everything's Gucci.
Make sure to remember these words. I don't have a lot of experience with modular power supplies, so we spent quite a bit of time getting this power supply ready. Remember how I told you make sure to remember those words? Well, this is why. One of our screws decided to... and fly out of our case. After realizing that many of the screws were actually poorly screwed in, I took out my proper screwdriver. We then proceeded to attach the power supply to the case. This went pretty smoothly. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the GTX 3070 itself! Just imagine how beautiful and powerful this card is. Well, beautiful is subjective, but it's powerful! It's so powerful, they had to include instructions on how to pack it and how to unpack it. That's how powerful it is. It's so powerful, no simple person could even understand how to open it. I'm even holding it. How can I be holding something so powerful? Anyway, back to the case. Time to install the GTX 3070. My friend managed to plug in one of the PCIe cables in correctly. However, with the second cable, he pushed in the 6 pins first, and then he tried to push in the other 2 pins. I then guided him to the way of doing it. And finally, we have finished assembling all the hardware for this computer. Of course, we didn't forget the back panel, because why would you forget the back panel? Tell me. Why?
Yo, so we are done, and it actually looks nice. The accent of grey in it is significant. When the fan is off, it's super looking great, and this looks great, and there's all tempering glass you can peel it off. The white RAM sticks have a nice accent, and then with the wallet stuff, and there's going to be RGB strips at the top and at the behind this bar. So it's going to be looking quite cool, and then there's also, you can put a water cooling radiator here, and then this is where the power supply unit is, and obviously for some reason they always put the NVMe SSD behind the GPU. Kind of annoying when you troubleshoot or something, but yeah, this doesn't come off, and there's 2 fans. Hopefully they will work through a USB that we plugged in. At the top we have a power button, USB, it's purple or bluish, which is kind of cool, and then Type-C and audio. That took us 2.5 hours, and now we'll be turning the computer on, You wanna do the honors?
First block.
No, there's no power. Okay, now. Press it.
Wait, let me see.
The epic troll.
It's a power supply.
No, hold it for long. Like, just press it down. Okay, oh wait, yeah, press the power supply. 3 fails. Okay, now, this should be it. This has to be it. Hey! No. Okay, so we obviously have no display output for. Actually, that's not obvious. Why do we have no display output? Okay. We have our. Oh yeah, the CPU. Okay, we have our CPU. It's not dead. Oh. No, just wait. No, wait. Did you turn off the monitor? No, I don't think so.
No, it's on.
Just wait for it. Okay. CPU's flashing. That's nice. Okay, so it's just configuring itself right now. Oh, okay. We have the VGA. Boot. Okay. Hey, boot. Wait. No. Okay, so we're just gonna check the DRAM is 16 gigabytes. Yes. USB device total, whatever that means. 2 mices. Okay. 1 hub. Speed. Whatever that means. Okay, we have our CPU. It's all correct. And now we're gonna go into. Do we need to go in BIOS? Nah. We're just gonna plug in our USB.
Later. For RAM.
F2 to run load default. Actually, let's set up. Well, do you know the speeds of your RAM?
3600 megahertz.
Whoa. Yes. So open it. Open setup.
Delete.
F1. Okay. Whoa. Okay. That's not okay. You can use your mouse. Go to memory. Set your memory speeds. F7 advanced. OC profile maybe. Hardware monitor. Whoa.
Oh wow.
We found it. It's an OC, and then you just scroll down to DRAM frequency 36.
Everything needs to be optimized.
Yeah. He got this cable. It's LAN cable.
Don't scratch it. No.
I actually touched. So you got this pretty cool cable. It's an Ethernet cable. Very nice. We're gonna apply it over the door. Yes. Wow. Fortnite. Just the buttons just kicked off. Well, looks like Minecraft to me anyway. I don't like that sound. That's okay. Oh, yeah, that's warm.
Cue the epic montage.